used my school's background as a motivation to say Kitagokasi in a township containing. So I use that as a motivation to say I don't want my kids to experience what I'm experiencing right now in the future. So I'm going to make sure that I make the best out of these containers. I'm going to study and I'm going to use that as my excuse. When somebody asks me, which school do you come from? No, I'm not from a private school. Imagine, I'm from a container and my school got 100%. I obtained 5 distinctions from the subjects that I expected. And then the other subject, I didn't expect it, but I did quite well. And I am proud. How I managed to achieve my results, I can say that is the type of pressure that I put into myself, the dedication, the discipline, knowing what you want was the important thing, I guess, and taking risk. Achieving good results is about you taking risk, you being decisive about what you want and how it will benefit you. And that's how I managed to get good results. The risk that it took was, firstly I can say isolation. I definitely stayed away from my family. I can say I spent about 30 minutes with them. And then most of the time I slept 2 hours before my final exams. Before entering the exam I was exhausted, but I still managed to we're gonna push. And then another thing is that I lost friends during final exams because I chose myself, I chose results, I chose to focus on my academic year.
So the reason why we are able to maintain our results is the containers don't define us. It doesn't matter what kind of a structure we are in, but our capabilities and competencies as teachers is what matters to us. So we give our kids our all. So we have systems in place that we have to follow, regardless of being in containers. So if we talk about systems, I'm mentioning programs, extra classes, cross-night and camps. It doesn't matter where we are. If it's possible for learners to come and sleep here, we make them sleep here. Be it a container, be it a brick and mortar. So that's how we are able to maintain. So we look at our strategy. So we look at the techniques that we use to say, okay, 2025, this is what we used. And this worked for us. Perhaps we can improve, or this did not work for us. Maybe let's change or make adjustments to it. So that's why, or that's how we are able to be consistent when it comes to our excellence. Yes, we do need the resources, but at the moment we don't have them. So what we have to improvise. We have to improvise and make sure that whatever that we have will work for our learners. So that's how we do it. Even if it means I have to take my chalk or my whiteboard marker and write the questions from the question paper on the board, I do that as long as those kids will get that information. However, yes, it's an inconvenience because sometimes you would need a projector. We have one projector. We have live streamings, but we come with systems to a point that we even create a schedule, It was even funny on our group chats, you would book for that projector because you're only using one. When you wake up, say, colleagues, can I please use a projector for today? So if you see that the projector is already taken, you have to improvise and make sure that you come with a strategy to make sure that content is being delivered without being compromised.